Hi everyone, Menachem Brodie here with you once again from Human Vortex Training, your certified and experienced USA cycling expert level coach and strength and conditioning coach. And today we are going to teach you how to do the very valuable front squat, which will help increase your ability to ride up hills and crush the pedals. When it comes to being able to squat properly, a lot of us like to just jump into the gym and do some barbell back squats or some lunges, but as we discussed in our previous video, just going through the squatting motion and throwing that barbell on your back is going to leave about 80 to 90% of the gains that you could be getting out of your strength training on the table. If you'd like to learn more about how to squat properly and how to build yourself up, go ahead and click on the link up above on the card and then come back and watch today's video. However, if you're looking forward to building more strength and you don't have that safety squat bar at your gym, you can use the barbell front squat after you've begun to master the goblet squat. So the barbell front squat is what we're going to do today. We're going to head over to the gym and we're going to talk about why you should be using the barbell front squat and how it's going to help you be able to put out more power when you're climbing, be able to have better positioning on the bikes, and also teach you how to set up properly so that you're able to execute this movement well. Now that we've covered how the squat should look, what do we do if someone's brand new to the squat, especially a barbell squat? Like we talked about, there's the 15 kilo bar, or 30 pound bar, which is going to be a little bit shorter. 35 pound bar is going to be about a half a foot to a foot shorter than the regular Olympic bar. That would be the first modification that we make when we're learning the barbell movement, is we don't want to have them start with a really long piece of equipment where they have to balance. We want to make sure here is actually going to be about 2 inches below the collarbone. So as he's racking the bar, number one, we want to make sure it's even. Number two, for the front squats, we want it to be just below the clavicle, because again, we want him to not have to rack or re-rack the bar up on the toes. This is a big mistake a lot of people make. This is a mechanism for injury and a risk because you're unstable. It's better to start off in a quarter squat position. If you're stuck between a position that's too high and a position that's too low, I always opt to go a little bit lower and come back. It'll lower the weight for the working sets if you're working with heavy weights, but the safety is much higher there. So Leon has no clue how to squat. We've done the goblet squats before, but this is his first time with the barbell. What we're going to do is cue him first to walk up to the bar, finding the hand position. That's the first thing. So go ahead and walk forward. We're going to bring the feet under the bar and a little bit forward, and you want the bar to touch just above the bone here. So you're going to do a quarter squat back and down, and then you're going to bring the hands up, and we're going to pinch the bar in between the shoulder and the chest, and you're going to bring the elbows high. Now, before he lifts off, I want to cue him to keep his elbows high, pinching the bar, and I want you to brace your stomach as hard as you can. You're going to see a lot of people kind of come up this way and arch their back, which is going to put pressure on the T12L1 spine, which is something we don't want. We want to keep the abs nice and tight. He's going to use his glutes, and he's going to quarter squat up. And go ahead and stand, brace his stomach. Now, take 2 small steps backwards away from the rack. Okay. Got the bar, feels all right. Keep a tight pinch there. What we want to do, Leon, is we're going to keep the elbows nice and high, chin tucked, chest high, but the abs tight. You're going to try and sink straight down, pretending there's a hole in the ground right behind you. Not going backwards, not going forwards. Keep the feet flat on the floor, and you're going to sit straight down. Go as far down as you can, keeping the feet flat, the abs tight. Good. Back up. Good. As you come up, we want to try and drive from the glutes. Keep the elbows high, chin up as well. Go ahead and brace. And up. As you go through, we want to try and make sure you're feeling the bottom of the foot is nice and even for the pressure. So think about pushing the big knuckle of the big toe as well as from the heel up to the pinky all at once, making a little triangle to push yourself up off the ground. One more repetition. Good. All right, I want you to try 3 on your own, just thinking about abs tight, sit straight down, and the triangle on the bottom of the foot. So as we go through, I give 3 or 4 repetitions to try and allow them to feel the movement. And when you're done, you're going to rack the bar. Now, racking the bar, brace the stomach, take 2 small steps forward, make sure the bar is touching the rack, and then quarter squat down. That's it. We always want to teach our athletes how to properly rack the weights. This is really important because you'll see athletes try and do this on, and that's a mechanism for injury. So it's a little bit harder to teach beginners with someone who knows what they're doing here with Leon. So he learned well at a young age, which is great. So that's how you cue the squat, the front squat for a beginner. So the front squats, as you go through the video and you look at it, it looks pretty simple, but remember the video that we did before, and we spent about 10 minutes going over the different things that we actually want out of our squats. You'll notice that this front squat setup is going to challenge you quite a bit. Now, as mentioned in the beginning of the video, if the 45-pound bar is a little bit too wieldy for you, it's a little bit too long, go ahead and find the shorter Olympics weightlifting bar, which is for juniors and women, or beginners. It's just shorter. It weighs about 35 pounds, and that shorter length by about a foot total is going to make it a lot easier for you to be able to control that bar. As you go through this, of course, we want to make sure we're keeping a full 360-degree activation of our core and allowing you to be able to get better movement. Again, it's not about going through the full range of movement. It's about getting the movement from the right places, getting the joints into the right positions to be able to dictate better muscle function and breathing patterns as you go along. Now, I'd love to hear from you. Did what you learned today about the front squat setup with the cross grip, did that surprise you? Did some of you think the only way to do it was that underhand grip that a lot of us as cyclists just don't have? Leave a comment down below and I'll be sure to follow up with you. If you found this video to be useful in helping you learn how to use strength training, specifically front squats, and how to learn the technique in order to get more out of your strength training for cycling and triathlon specific results, make sure to like the video and share it with your fellow riders and coaches. If you want more content on strength training and training for cycling and triathlon, make sure to subscribe to the HVTraining YouTube channel here. And if you'd like to have a free gift, head on over to the Human Vortex Training website and sign up for the HVTraining newsletter and download your free gift, which will be in the pop-up at that page. And until next time, remember, train smarter, not harder, because it is all about you.